What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your girl Empress back in the building. I am so excited to be here with you guys. I know I have been missing in action for a minute. I will get into that a little later. However, if you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Please leave me your name and where you're coming from in the comments so I can address you appropriately. And so moving forward, I know we're going fast. This is just a welcome video, but I just need to get this out. First and foremost, off the rip, ground rules. If you come in here with that low vibrational frequency, you will get the blocker. Okay? If you come in here with that foolery that belongs to Tom, you will get that blocker. Okay? So please leave that. Don't bring it in here. If you want to engage in that type of behavior, there are millions of other channels that you can go and do that on. Just don't bring that here, okay? That's not what we're about. So, moving on. Where have I been? Well, I've been learning a lot. That's where I've been. God has had me in the locker room, giving me the lowdown on the get down on the lowdown, giving me the play by play, some new plays to put into my playbook for this game we call life. Even though we call it the game of life, it is definitely not a game. Like Eminem said, we only get one shot. So we have to make the most out of what we have. And so if you realize we're already in the middle of February when this is being recorded, the middle of February, which is insane. 2022, it feels like we were just saying Happy New Year and we're almost to March, which is an indication that time is waiting on nobody. Time is flying. So with that being said, you have to be tenacious. You got to go hard for what you want. The title of this upload is Break My Stride? Never. I'm not allowing nothing to come in between me and accomplishing my goals. Yes, there has been some things in the hiatus that I've had, my lessons that I've learned. They could have took me out of the game. It could have if I allowed it to. But I chose to sit down, recognize what I needed to do different, and then get back in motion. The thing is that a lot of people, including myself, at a portion of my life years ago, I allowed my past to dictate my present, and then it was messing up my future. So I had to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I've made the justifications of why I was acting the way I was acting or behaving the way I was behaving. It was because of this situation. It was because of that individual. But guess what? That was 5 years ago. That was 10 years ago. You can't bring that type of mentality in your present and dragging it into your future and thinking that you're going to be better. It just doesn't work that way. I have in the little bar going across saying doing the inner work is the new sexy. That's what I'm looking at right now. And people say, oh, the inner work, that's so cliche, but it's so true. Because if you don't do the inner work, your present, done. Your future, done. And I'm not saying that it's all the way done, but if it had a light adjuster to it, it'll be dim. Why? Because you're not doing all that you can do to make sure that you're at your brightest and highest frequency. Why? Because you're letting your past dictate your present. You're letting your past dictate your future, which means that you're dragging, like Erykah Badu's song say, you're bringing a whole lot of negativity. You're bringing a whole lot of just garbage. A lot of things that depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, self-limited behaviors, having negative self-talk, bringing all those things with you, all those things that you've accumulated over the years, you're still sitting in it today. And then you wonder why you keep repeating the same cycles, because you won't get off the merry-go-round. Get off and look at that situation, deal with it, deal with your emotions so you can turn your light on, so you can move quicker, move faster. Don't you know that whatever you resist to deal with only persists? Let me repeat it. Whatever you resist, it persists. So if you resist dealing with those negative feelings, those triggers, those, and when I'm telling you, I'm not coming from the place where I'm up here and I've got it all together and you guys are down here. Trust me, I'm talking to myself. This is the work that I do on a daily basis to make sure that I respond to life, not react. Because when you react, the consequences of reacting is so detrimental. So when you respond, that's when you take a moment to analyze what's going on. Let me tell you, when you bring all that negativity, like attract likes, right? They always say misery loves company, right? That means that that story that you keep saying, man, this looks like the same story. Why do I keep dealing with this? It's because you won't deal with it. So this channel is an inspiration. Hopefully it will be an encouragement to you to deal with it. I know that it's painful sometimes to look at those doors, but the more you ignore it, it doesn't do you any service. It doesn't do you any, it doesn't give you any benefits that is going to propel you further. It's just going to, you may inch along, but you could get faster if you dealt with it. Moment of transparency. For me to even upload this video, it took a lot from me. And many people that know me, they will probably be like, what? But it's a lot of things that I had to overcome within myself. And now that I've done it, I can check it off. And guess what? It wasn't that bad. And then on top of that, the freedom that I feel now from being able to do this, I am like, okay, so what's next? So when you, and I implore you, don't sit there and procrastinate and make justifications of why you can't move forward or why you act like this. Trust me, it's not cute. It's not handsome. It's not what's in. Doing the inner work, that's the new sexy. Trust me, people can go out and get the new foreign whip. They can go get the European threads. They can go and get the house. They can go and get the job, the degrees, or whatever. But if the inner is not fixed, how many of us know people that seemingly have it all together, but we don't want to be around them? Why? Because their attitude stinks. Their character is flawed. Their integrity is non-existent. I hope that you're not that individual. And if you look and see that you have any of those traits, now is the time to fix it. Why? Because like I said earlier, time is not waiting on no one. And when I'm saying these things, I'm not preaching to you. I'm not talking at you. These are things that I talk to myself about. I have what I call mirror time, when I go and I look in the bathroom mirror and I say, come on, Empress, get it together. You don't need to be like that. You know you was wrong here, and this is the daily process that I do. Why? Because it is important to me. My presence is important to me. My present time is important because I'll never get this moment again. My interaction with people, I try to make sure that it's 100. Why? Because sometimes you'll never have that moment again. And so I make sure that I want to respond and not react, because when you react, the consequences sometimes ain't no get back from that. You know what I mean? So take the time right now. You are worth it. Your present time is worth it. Your future depends on you looking at yourself really deep, long, and hard and looking at those things that you need to work on. Now, mind you, depending on your circle of friends, or maybe you don't even have a circle of friends, they might say, oh man, ain't nothing wrong with you, or there's nothing wrong with me. Trust me, we all have things we can work on on a daily basis. That's why we don't need to be involving ourselves in, these IG or famous celebrities or whatever. They don't know us. We don't know them per se. So how you speaking on somebody else's life? There's a lot of work to be done internally. And if we do the work, then our inner circle, our environments would be that much better if we took the time, if we started doing the work. Yes, it's hard, trust me. That's why a lot of people, it's like starting to go to the gym. A lot of people start but they stop. Why? Because it has a level of difficulty. But once you get moving, I mean, that's what the what is it? The law of energy, or the law of motion, is whatever's in motion stays in motion. You gotta get in motion. Start doing the work. And once you start doing the work, it'll get easier. Why? Because your vibrations will be better. And so that which you would attract, because like attracts like, just like misery loves company. Hopefully you wouldn't be bringing, lower vibrational situations to you. But you got to get off that merry-go-round, man. And this is something that I tell myself. Once again, I'm not up here and you guys are down here. This is an environment where we as a collective will learn together. That's why I wanted to do this channel. And I appreciate those who encouraged me and stayed on my helmet to get it done, because I feel that is needed. It's some people that don't even have, people that they can have a dialogue with. And so if they find this channel, and I hope they do, that we will create an environment in which it's okay to learn. We can talk to each other. We can say, hey, what do you feel about this? And we can have a healthy conversation. That's what's needed. Because the more we ignore it, the more we just pour on more clothes, the more we pour on things, material things that we think are gonna max and fill the holes that are inside us. And that's not gonna happen. We gotta do the work. You gotta lace up your boots. You gotta put on those gloves and lace them up tight and get ready. Do the work. Get in the fight. Come on. This is what I tell myself every day. And I promise you, it'll get easier. And now that I've done this video, oh my goodness, I already have some things in store, but I'm not going to prolong this video. I just want to let you guys know that this channel is our channel. And the topics that you would like to cover, drop them in the comments, or my email is available if you want to be anonymous. And let's talk about it. Why? Because I feel that this channel is needed. It's time, because so many things are going on. And to be honest with you, how we treat one another is going to be detrimental. Why? Because no one man is an island. And so once we learn how to treat our inner self, our connections to the outside world will be that much better. So please, don't procrastinate. Don't put it off anymore. If you need to get things right, get it right. And don't sit there and justify why. Keep going. Do it. Because I promise you, you're going to feel that much better. I promise you. Like I said, if you got any special topics, hit me up. I think I'm going to do this maybe once a week. If you guys want to hear more, trust me, I have a lot of things in store. We'll go live. We'll have a special guest. It's a lot of things in store. But if you have anything in particular that you would like to see, just talk to me. That's all it is. It's real easy, real simple. Talk to me. I'll talk back. And then lastly, one of the philosophers that I've been reading up on, his name is J. Krishnamurti. He said, life is a movement. And so that's what I leave for you today. Life is a movement. So get in traffic. Stop staying stagnant. Stop procrastinating. All the things that you know in your head that you need to be doing, make plans to start chopping it down right now. Because I promise you, once you do that little thing and you start knocking your goals down, you'll feel so much better. Trust me, even with me uploading this video, I feel so much better. I can sleep easy. Trust me. I'm just so full of gratitude right now because I'm appreciative of this moment. It's important to be in the moment. Why? Because you'll never get this moment back. Take this moment to breathe, to thank God or whoever you identify with, and just thank God. Be grateful. Be grateful. Don't take nothing for granted. That's why I'm saying time is passing us by. So grab that moment, because you never know when you'll get another one. Okay? So I will see you guys, God willing, next week. And until then, life is a movement. Get in traffic, and I'll see y'all next time.